Truck parking is the #1 issue for truck drivers for the last 5 years in a national survey we conduct. It only showed up on the motor carrier list in the last couple of years because motor carrier executives sit at the desk. They're not dealing with the day-to-day hassle of trying to find a safe, legal place to park. So it's a big issue. They leave their revenue routes 56 minutes early on average. And when you take every one of those minutes that they're paid in terms of compensation, you're losing almost $7,000 a year in compensation.
Yeah, we found that the best way to approach this was to create what we called flex curbs. So from like 4 a.m. to 4 p.m., it was for freight deliveries. And then from 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning, it would be for our Uber and Lyft, ride sharing. We actually created ride sharing, drop off and pick up places. It would also be for people who are coming into downtown. We also created transit only lanes so that we can keep our bus system moving. We also have work more with the number of folks that are walking downtown. That is one of the biggest modes in Nashville, is people actually on their feet. So with this flex curb, it allowed us to work very closely with the delivery agencies and having them have a 12-hour period to deliver. I think it's important to know that not only did we give a set time that is their priority, but we expanded also the number of spaces. So we took a lot of parking out during 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. to allow for that unloading and loading of different merchandises in the downtown core and meet that expectation for the businesses.
So New York City is probably one of the most focal areas of freight in the country, dealing with it in a lot of different ways. So one is, as the largest municipality in the United States, we on the curb have a real challenge of just managing that volume, right? And freight comes in many shapes, forms, and sizes. So one is just businesses, right? Local deliveries, food, services need to be delivered. Expedited deliveries, supporting our business districts. But it goes much further than that. A lot of also is, with companies like Amazon and all that, just the number of deliveries and sheer volume of freight coming into the city and even local to the city has really made it a challenge to manage that, right? Both from a curb management standpoint, from a congestion standpoint, and then, bigger picture, there's still a lot of industry. People don't associate New York City with an industrial base. So, at the same time, the city itself working both internal to DOT with our industrial development groups are really engaging freight in many different ways, right? And it's not only always wheels on the road. It's, blue highways, it's waterways. It's how can we move this insane amount of goods efficiently, safely, and potentially through new and more innovative modes. So I talked about the overnight truck parking in the city. I had made mention that there's only 2 official truck parking spots in the city. When I tell people that, they're flabbergasted, right? It's the largest municipality, 8.5 million individuals living there. And not only is it the city, but it's also at the crossroads, right? So the I-95 corridor, you have a huge industrial base and manufacturing on Long Island. So you have this geographic area with parking for the common resident, super difficult. Parking a commercial vehicle, whether it's a 53-foot trailer or a box truck, is really complicated.